Good evening, Valparaiso community. My name's Alexa Minton. I'm your VU15 News Weather Director here with the weather update. Taking a look at our live look at the moment, we can see something we don't get to see quite often in the Valparaiso community, and that is a little bit of sunshine. We've had quite the cloudy past couple days, but we've gotten to see the chance for our sunshine to warm us up substantially in the Valparaiso area, bringing our high for the day at 46 degrees with partly sunny skies. That sun isn't the only exciting thing happening in the Valparaiso community at the moment, as today is the first day of Meteorological Spring. Meteorological Spring is a little different than your normal spring season that you expect, as Meteorological Spring begins on the 1st of March and is measured for 3 months, and it's a little bit easier for meteorologists to record data during this time period. However, your normal spring season will begin on the spring equinox a little later this month and has to do with our location relative to the sun. We'll see some warm but windy weather this week, kind of like what we expect from springtime temperatures, certainly of March, as we see the temperatures warm up, but lake effect winds not allowing us to warm that much. We'll see the chances for some snow as we head out throughout this week, as we see our temperatures drop in the later parts of this week. We're sitting at a nice 41 at the moment as we head into our evening hours, cooling down just a little bit. And what we notice at this moment in time is we see a nice cool band of air surrounding Lake Michigan, mostly affected by the areas that are near Lake Michigan. So we see nice southerly flow kind of pushing down from our continental polar mass just north of us, affecting the majority of the Valparaiso area, Chicagoland area, and the region as we see those temperatures cooling. We see this a little better as we look at our 24-hour temperature change, noticing things like Valparaiso's dropped 6 degrees in temperature, Gary, Indiana's dropped 13. However, when we look south of us, we see that temperatures are actually on the rise. So these lake effect winds are coming down and kind of cooling down the area surrounding the lake, directly areas that are on the edges of the lake. And as we look at our wind chills, we can see that as well. So while it might be 41, it actually feels a little bit colder. We're feeling more like 36 in the Valparaiso community. And while we wish we could get to be that 53 that we're feeling over in Joliet, we aren't quite there yet, but we might reach that a little later this week. Taking a look at our national temperatures, we see this beautiful warm air ridge sweeping across the majority of the United States at the moment, finally reaching up to parts of the northern Great Plains, specifically over giving us 63 in Billings. Billings has been barreled with tons and tons of snow this past winter, so it's happy to see them finally get a little bit of a break. However, we noticed that this warm air ridge is just missing our Valparaiso area, giving us about 44 degrees in the Chicagoland area. And while we might see our temperatures warm up a little bit, nothing too substantial will happen for Valparaiso or Chicago, as we still have quite the prominent cold air mass kind of dominating our region. Taking a look at our current radar, we see not too much activity in the Valparaiso area, some chances for some pop-up showers and a little bit of lake effect rain happening throughout the region. But as I move over to the other side of our screen, we get to see where all that action was happening from. We see the remnants of a low pressure system moving out of Indiana into Ohio, really barreling Cleveland with some convective weather. And this rain will move off towards the east coast, giving Valparaiso the chance for some pop-up showers throughout the night tonight and into tomorrow. Taking a look at our future temperatures, we see Valparaiso cool down a little bit as we head overnight into the early Wednesday morning hours. Wednesday at 5 a.m., we'll see Valparaiso at a nice brisk 30 degrees. However, it doesn't take long for Valpo to warm up. We'll see Valpo already 5 hours later at 10 a.m. warm up 6 whole degrees to 36, and that warm air will only be on the rise. As we continue to progress throughout the day on Wednesday, we'll get up to 49, and those temperatures will only warm as we head throughout the day on Wednesday, giving us about a high chance of 53 degrees on Wednesday. We see some interesting weather as we look at our future radar, not necessarily for the Valparaiso community, but for some of our lake effect friends over in Michigan. Looking at Wednesday early morning hours, we see not too many clouds in the Valparaiso area. However, as we progress into 8 a.m., we get to see some clouds kind of roll in. Now keep your eyes towards the top of the screen as we see some snow coming across Lake Michigan, getting ready to hit Benton Harbor with a little bit of snow. As we head into 10 a.m., we see that snow has officially reached Benton Harbor and has given them a little bit of snowfall on Wednesday, and that snow is certainly not going to stop. Benton Harbor gets a nice rain-snow mix, and actually the rain stretches down to South Bend and Michigan City tomorrow afternoon, giving Valparaiso the chance for a little bit of rain, nothing too substantial, but poor Benton Harbor, and as I head over to this side of the screen, we get to see Kalamazoo gets a little bit of snow. So while we all might be itching for spring as we start our meteorological spring, not quite yet for you Michigan folk as you head into this week. Looking at our evening temperatures tonight, we see we will cool down to about 28 degrees tonight. However, tomorrow we get a chance for some warm weather with a warm up to 53 degrees. Taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we do see lots of clouds, but we get to see warm weather on Wednesday with that high of 53. However, a nice cool drop immediately for Thursday, Friday, 32 and 44. Saturday, Sunday, we get to see some warm weather, even reaching 60-degree temperatures on Saturday. However, on Monday, we see a nice cool spike in the chance for snow in the Valparaiso community.